Three thoughts on the Virginia gerrymandering referendum now that it's passed. First thought, and some of these were kind of responses to things I've seen. First thought, it is not unreasonable to amend a state constitution in this way. The Virginia process involves first the legislature passing a bill, then the legislature passing that bill again, then an election, then a referendum, then an election. It's actually kind of a high bar. It's a tough process. It doesn't use supermajorities. It uses time to kind of simulate consensus. And this went through the process. And I'm not surprised it won either. Virginia is blue enough that makes sense. There have been complaints that this represents Northern Virginia dominating the rest of the state, rather. Ignoring the fact that the referendum did pretty well in the other population centers of the state, it must be said, yes, if more people live in a place, they're going to have a greater say. If all votes count equally and all the people are in one place or in multiple places, then yeah, they're going to have a greater say. And I really want to stress this. We do not tally votes by region, right? Like, you don't get more votes because you happen to live in a sparsely populated place. One person, one vote. And this idea that it's somehow unfair for density to mean that particular areas of a state or a country have proportionally more weight is, to me, absurd. Second, I think it's important to note that this and both the California referendum were referenda, right? Voters had a chance to vote on whether they wanted to do partisan gerrymandering. That has not been the case in Republican-led states that have embraced partisan gerrymandering. Far from it, really just the opposite. These have been often covert, secretive bouts of legislative maneuvering, very much designed to circumvent public discontent. It matters, very much so, that voters are given a choice here. And the third thing is that so much of the Republican response, the whining, the crying, the yowling, the gnashing of teeth, reminds me so much of their response to Obama winning in 2012. Oh, he was so mean to Mitt Romney. And to me, what this sounds like are people who are accustomed, very much accustomed, to breaking the rules and getting away with it, and then getting very upset when they get turnabout, right? When their opponents respond in kind. And I'll say, right now, there is a bill in Congress that would end partisan gerrymandering. Democrats tried to end the filibuster back in 2021 to pass a voting rights bill that would end partisan gerrymandering. Outlaw it outright. The Democratic Party supports an end to partisan gerrymandering, and if Republicans are very upset, then they know what to do. They can support this legislation.